welcome to Secrets of the Bible with yours truly, Brother Ali. I'm glad you piped in with me today. It's got something exciting for you, a good message for those who like a little drama, a little reality show, and I like a little soap opera. You got a little soap opera in this situation here. Today I'm going to touch on a good situation about family. Okay, and the message is the art of the deal. Okay, so sit back and enjoy yourself. My fifth video. Watch this.
Genesis 25:21 through 23. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife, because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived.
Okay, that means that Isaac went to God about his wife, entreated him, and said, Lord, I want a child. I'm ready to have children, and God granted him that wish, and Rebekah was conceived.
And the children struggled together within her.
The children.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Okay, why are these two children struggling? I done found out I don't have one. I got two kids, two children. I got twins inside me, and they're struggling inside of me. It's a battle. It's a struggle. What is this struggle?
And she went and inquired of the Lord.
She was mesmerized, like, what's going on? So she went before God to get an answer about why are these two children in me struggling.
And the Lord said to her, 2 nations are in thy womb.
2 nations. Listen very careful. I spoke to you before about the cursed seed of Canaan, the 11 sons of Ham, which was the cursed seed. But I also spoke to you about the Hebrewic lineage of Abraham, being the forefather of the Hebrew lineage, the Hebrew tribe, the Hebrew birthright. Now you're moving to Isaac, 2 children, okay? 2 nations. 2 children, 2 nations. Watch this.
And the 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
These 2, once they come from out of her womb, they're going to separate.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
Somebody going to be stronger. One of these children going to be stronger than the other child.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
The elder shall serve the younger. The one born first, and don't forget, inheritance in the Hebrew culture, the one born first receives inheritance. They what? They inherit the offspring and everything from the father. Abraham, Isaac, and who's ever born first. Watch this.
29th verse. And Jacob saw pottage.
Jacob, now the sons are they're older now. They're older and they're grown up.
And Esau came from the field, and he was faint.
Now let me tell you something. Jacob worked the tent. He hung around his mother. He worked the tent. Esau was a hunter. He's out there in the field. He knew how to hunt and get venison. He knew how to eat. But now he's faint. He says, "Watch this."
And Esau said to Jacob, feed me, I pray thee.
Wow, Esau, you're a hunter, but you telling Jacob to feed you?
With the same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom.
Now, this is the discrepancy with a lot of religious followers. I'm not going to name no religion. Like I told you before, I'm not getting into politics or religion. But there's a certain religion that speaks about the word Edom, okay? And they were the Edomites. Okay, now I told you before, Canaan had 11 sons. And if you trace those sons in the Old Testament, they were the ites, Hittites, Girgashites, Jebusites, and it goes on and on. These ites were the cursed seed of Canaan. They were the pale race. They was cursed with albinism, leprosy. But now here's another. We got another switch right quick. Real quick, we got a switch. Now you got Jacob and Esau born, the twins. Mind you, Esau was born first. Jacob was born second. So Esau is supposed to inherit the what? The offspring of Isaac. But now he's finna show you Isaac seeking after the pottage that his name was changed from Isaac to Edom. Wonder why his name was changed to Edom. Stay tuned. Watch.
And Jacob said, sell me this day thy birthright.
Bingo. Hold on. You want the food, right? Well, you want the food so bad? Sell me your birthright. And we're going to find out what that birthright is. So, wait a minute. Hold on. What's the birthright? So, the food is worth more than a birthright? Watch this.
And Esau said, behold, I am at the point to die. And what profit shall this birthright do to me?
It didn't mean nothing to him. I'm hungry. I want to eat. How many folks in church won't even fast? When's the last time you fasted? I'm asking you. When you got to push the plate back sometime to hear from God. Am I right? Didn't the Bible say with fasting and prayer? So watch this. Esau fell subject to his appetite to the point he gave up his birthright. Okay.
And Jacob said, swear to me this day. And he swore unto him, and he sold his birthright unto Jacob.
Wow. He sold his birthright. Now remember, God told Rebekah, there should be two nations. The stronger shall serve the older shall serve them, right? The weaker and the younger. There's the switch. The art of the deal is coming. Go ahead.
Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Despised it. He gave it up. He didn't care. He didn't value it at all. This text let you know right here. He gave up his birthright, his inheritance to his father. Now look how important this is. I referred back to before. Esau gave up the birthright to what? The Hebrew lineage of what? His father Isaac, his grandfather Abraham. Abraham was of the ninth seed of Noah. Noah is of the seed of Enoch. Enoch is of the seed of Seth. Need I keep saying? We can go all day. You know who Seth is. Seth took the place of Abel after Cain slew Abel. This Hebrew lineage is powerful. Esau gave it up for some food. Oh, I'm about to die. Oh, I'm faint. Yeah, this birthright don't mean nothing to me. And watch this.
Hebrews 11, 8 and 9.
Paul is about to expose this whole thing, which is 2 verses. Watch this.
By faith Abraham, when he was called to go into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance.
Inheritance. Okay? That place he's going into was the lands of Canaan. Remember I told you those Canaanites were there. Abraham was from the Ur of Chaldea. And he was crossed over as a Hebrew over into Canaan to what? To possess the land because it was given to him as a promise. So now he's talking about it right here. What's this?
Should after receive for an inheritance obeyed, and he went out not knowing whither he went.
He obeyed God, struck out, didn't know where he was going. He just did what he was told to do by faith. And he by faith went over into Canaan to what? To inherit the land. Watch this.
By faith he sojourned into the land of promise.
He traveled.
As in a strange country.
That's right.
Dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise.
Now watch this. Say that verse again. He says, what about Isaac and Jacob? They did what? In tents.
He was in a strange country dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob.
They dwelt in tabernacles or tents or their residence with Isaac and Jacob. This is what we're talking about. Now, how did Jacob, being born after Esau, become the inheritor? Finish that verse. Is that it? Okay, now, I'm going to tell you right here. Now we're going to go to another verse. I want to show you right now what happened. It wasn't so much that he was faint from eating that he gave up his birthright, which was wrong. He gave it up, honestly. But watch what I'm going to show you when I tell you the secrets of the Bible. I already told you Esau's name was changed to Edom. He became an Edomite. The Hebrew lineage were people of your lineage. They were people of color. The Canaanites, the 11 sons, were cursed. They was of what? Albinism. They was what? Leprosy. They were white, pale skin. Watch this in this verse. Watch this.
Genesis 26 and 34. And Esau was 40 years old.
Esau was 40 years old.
When he took his wife Judith, the daughter of Beri, the Hittite.
Hittite. Whoa! What did I say about the ites? Esau was 40 years old, took a wife of the cursed seed of Canaan. Not only did he give up his birthright to swearing because of a meal, he mingled in with the cursed seed of Canaan and took a wife. This was a direct violation of the Hebrew lineage. And watch this.
And Bashemath, the daughter of Elon, the Hittite.
Okay.
Which were a grief of mine unto Isaac and to Rebekah.
Did you hear that? It was a grief. What he just did, he grieved his mother and father. That was the promise that was given to Rebekah when they was in the womb. That you shall have what? 2 nations. But the one nation, is going to continue on the Hebrew tribe. Jacob. And we're going to talk about in the next video who Jacob was. We know Jacob was powerful. He had 12 sons. Okay? That was a nation. But it said it's going to be 2 nations. What nations is it now? The Edomite tribe. The Edomite. Esau violated his birthright not only by saying it with his mouth, he violated by marrying a cursed seed, mingling in with the Canaanite seed. Now, I'm going to close this Bible class out in a minute, but let me run this by the art of the deal. Rebekah was told by God all along what was going to happen, but the deal had to be carried out. Well, guess what she did? Anybody know the story of Jacob and Esau? Esau was hairy. He had red hair. His whole body was filled with red hair. Jacob was smooth, more pleasant. Jacob worked the tents. Esau worked the fields, and he made venison. Well, it came to pass that Isaac was getting old. He couldn't see very good. And it was time for him to lay his hands on and bless the inheritance to give it to who's going to take over. So he told Esau, go out, hunt, get venison, bring it to me so we can eat, we can celebrate. I'm going to lay hands on you and give you your birthright, give you your inheritance, right? Esau forgot all about what he did with Jacob years ago. Okay? So Rebekah saw this. But Rebekah had favor with who? Jacob. It was told to her from God. So Jacob was like, Mom, I'm not Esau. He said, no. But we're gonna make it like you are Esau because your father can't see. We're gonna cover. She covered Esau with the hair of an animal. She went and prepared a beautiful meal for Isaac. And when he came in, Jacob, he tricked his own father for the inheritance. That was the birthright. And Esau lost out. When he came from the field, the deal was done. The hands had been laid on Jacob. The blessing had been given to him. He used to inherit everything. Now, I'm telling you something. If you go back and look at the history, Abraham was well off. He was extremely wealthy. He was the richest in the valley at that time. So Isaac inherited all that. So don't think that Jacob got a few sheep and some cows. He got an inheritance. Blessed. Coming in and going out. So Esau, through his greediness and his stubborn rebelliousness, marrying that Hittite woman, he lost his birthright. He lost the Hebrew lineage and became the Edomite. You can follow the Edomites all the way through the Old Testament. Like I said, there's certain religions that ride this thing about the Edomites. Okay, because today I'm going to tell you who they are. The Edomites are a portion of those so-called Jews. I'm not trying to make no discrepancy, but if you notice, you have a lot of people inherited certain Middle East areas. Jerusalem, Pakistan, Syria, Iraq, Iran, and you say, well, they could be mixed. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're mixed, but they're in that land. But I want them to know the fact to run the bloodline, okay? You was a part of the Canaanite bloodline. You was part of the Edomite bloodline. You was not a part of the Hebrew bloodline. That's even come down to, and I know I'm going to create a little problem here, but they Jews, they are Jews. But I can show you later on where the Jewish line started. The Jewish line did not start to Abraham. But Abraham being the forefather of Judaism, you've embraced him. I embrace you as my brother. my Jewish brother, I love you, but I'm teaching you the bloodline. I'm teaching you inheritance. Esau violated his bloodline. He married a Canaanite woman from the Canaanite tribe, the Hittite tribe. He mingled in with the cursed seed, and he started his own nation. That's why God told Rebekah, there will be two nations in you. And that Edomite tribe, I hate to say this, the Edomite tribe was cursed. They became an adversary to Jacob and the 12 sons of Israel all the way through the Old Testament. You can follow them all the way through. That's the end of my video today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was short and sweet. Remember the art of the deal. Mothers, you have a special place with God. Rebekah had a special place with God. She had twin sons. She had two sons. But she knew what God had told her, what those two sons were going to become. And Jacob became the inheritor of the Hebrew lineage. Thank you. Follow me, The Secrets of the Bible, with Brother Ali. If you want to cash at me, I've gotten certain people inquiring about donating. We don't charge for this sort of thing. But if you're willing to donate, you can always cash at me at Ali, alidushua, dushua, and cash at me, and I would appreciate whatever you can donate toward this study. We don't need anybody to just give. We just appreciate whatever you can do. So stay tuned for the next Secrets of the Bible with Brother Ali. Thank you.